Hey everyone, this is the Music Taku, and I am back. I'm here to review another track today. I know if any of you have noticed, I am within a different location of my apartment doing the review. I wanted to switch things up. But anyhow, this is another track review on a track titled Conqueror. And it was released by a music artist by the name of Aurora. So I have to say that I found this track refreshing. It was definitely different and definitely within its own league compared to the music that I've heard around the time that this track came out on YouTube. And I enjoyed it. You know, it's very different. It seems to go back to when music sort of told a story. And I'm not saying that it does not now, but I like the angle and the way that Aurora is telling the story for this song. And she's actually staying true to what she says on her Twitter page, which is that she is a storyteller. And I have to admit, I enjoyed the story that she has told me and has just narrated for me for this song. I also saw the music video for this, and I really have to say that I enjoyed it, and it really stayed true to what the lyrics are about. And that's what I find kind of hard to do in terms of watching music videos. So I enjoyed and appreciated the music video for making sense. I have to say that the lyrics did catch my ear, most of all. Yes, the production definitely did, but the lyrics, again, the lyrics is just nothing but a story that is being told. And apparently in this story, this is about a female protagonist who is in a world that is basically crumbling down. And apparently she still has this mentality and these moral beliefs that I'm not saying are wrong, but I'm pretty sure that there are even still some women who agree with this and still want that. And I hate to be generic and give it a generic name, but for right now I'm going to call it the distressed damsel syndrome, whereby if anything bad is happening to them, especially if it's catastrophic and it's a life or death situation, they call on a male or desire a man to be the rescuer and to rescue them, without even first trying. And I say damsel because, they won't even try to, if they know that they have the ability to get themselves out of the situation, such as run or get the heck out of Dodge, and then still they call upon a male to save them. Really? If you know you can run, guess what? You run. But anyhow, back to the track. I enjoyed the lyrics. I enjoyed them because they're a little bit poetic. In the beginning, she talks of how there's broken mornings, broken nights, the sky is open and is broken, the earth is broken. It's like, wow, that is serious. There's a few parts in the lyrics that I really enjoyed. One of them was how she says, just like in fiction, with every addiction, the fantasy is taking over. Oh, awake me. I found that really, really appealing, eye-catching too, to actually read that part of the lyrics, as well as to hear it. Because that is how I see it too, that sort of mentality. You know, it goes past a little bit of reality and delves more into the fantasy. The fantasy of how we want a white knight to come and rescue us. And also just somebody to be big all big, buff, and strong enough to rescue us whenever we need help. Basically, the point that she is trying to make within these lyrics is basically, you need to be your own hero. What's strange is that you don't get the sense that she has rescued herself unless you watched the music video. But in the lyrics, you know, she says, well, I feel alive. And then I feel alive. And then it goes to a instrumental interlude. If you watch the music video, and I will actually provide the link to the music video in the description below. But anyhow, the music video really complements and actually helps you understand what happens in between her saying, well, I need somebody to save me, but they're not coming. Where are they? Well, at some point in the music video, she discovers that she does have her own sort of abilities to help her get out of the situation. And that's what I enjoyed about that. It's not this overpowered and overzealous, oh, power to the women sort of thing. Because I'm sorry, I am for feminism, but there are some things about it that sort of I can't get with. Some things that I considered maybe a little too radical. Talk about the production quality of this track. I have to say, I enjoyed it. It was very decent. It was decent, and there was a nice thumping bass, as well as had all of the characteristics that you would expect in a synth-pop track, or possibly on a synth-pop album. And it was filled with mostly synthesizers, digital effects, all of that. But I believe that it was done superbly, and it really helped boost sort of a little bit of the atmosphere or the feeling you're supposed to get when the world is crumbling. And the bass definitely does that, along with a few of the synthesizer melodies that are played along with the bass or on top of it. I have to admit that the beat and the way that the track was arranged, I don't know why. It has a danceable beat to it, which reminds me of the music that came out within the 1980s. You know, they sounded upbeat, even though they were basically mid-tempo. But they had danceable beats, and, you know, they just make you feel like dancing. You know, and I have to admit, you know, At first, I thought it was kind of strange, but the more I listened to the song, the more I realized that it is something to dance to, or dance and celebrate. That you've realized that, you know, you don't necessarily need a man all the time to rescue you when you're in trouble. Sometimes you need to rescue yourself. And I mean, that is definitely something I think some women, if they are like this, that at every turn and everything that needs to be done, or not just every disaster, but I'm talking about every little thing that they believe that a man has to help them. So I must say that, again, I enjoyed this track, and out of the mainstream music that is popular on the charts, I actually would like to see this one rise up on the charts. I see the potential in this track being, in my opinion, you know, one of, or part of at least the top 40, if not the top 10. My rating for this track, I will give it an 8. Yep, that's right, I give it an 8. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the danceable beat of it. I enjoyed the message. And I plan on actually looking forward to and plan on and I actually plan on reviewing her debut album, which was released on March 11th. I'm behind. This review is behind. But I wanted to go ahead and do the review and get that out there so I can go ahead and go on to my next review and hopefully get an album review out. So, I enjoyed this track. My rating is 8. Don't forget to buy or check out Aurora's debut album, All My Demons Greet Me as a Friend. I will provide the links in the description box. And I will talk with you guys later. Before I go, one last thing. If you haven't listened to this track, I definitely recommend this. If you're definitely into SYNTHPOP or even electronic music with vocals on it, I think you'll enjoy this. If you have already, and if you are, you know, went ahead and clicked on the links to the music video to watch it, please come back and let me know if you enjoyed it, and let me know what other SYNTHPOP albums do you recommend for me to listen to. As I said, I'm always willing to keep an open ear out to try and listen to new music and genres that I usually don't listen to. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is Music Otaku, and I am out. Peace.